Welcome back, and thank you for keeping it TV 47 and of course Body Garage, where on this episode we are focusing on mental wellness as well as stigma associated with cancer. With me is Dr. Maureen Wanjiku, as well as an audience who are comprised of cancer survivors, warriors, patients, even nutritionists, oncologists and counselors as well. And so before the break, we did have Florence, who told us that, you know, at some point doctors were telling her should not even share that she has cancer with her kids. And so who do you advise once someone gets a diagnosis? Would you advise for them, who do you advise for them to tell first that they have cancer, and then how do they move on from there?
Okay. I think where the doctors were coming from is where you might tell someone and their reaction affects you times two. The way they'll start looking at you, the way they'll start acting around you. But again, family support is very important. We cannot do this by ourselves. This journey alone is exhausting. So we need that family support. We need support from our friends, you know, people who actually understand this process and are ready to be there through this process.
And at this point, Dr. Ari, let me bring in Leshao. If you could pass down the mic to her. You are on active treatment. Could you tell us your experience with, you know, stigma, being on active treatment? Has it affected you, and even yourself in general? Any stress that you got from first getting the diagnosis and now you're on treatment? How is it?
Wakati nilipatikana na kansa ya jicho, hakuna mtu alikuwa naamini kama ni kansa ya jicho imenipata. But mimi mwenyewe vile niliambiwa ni kansa, nilienda on denial for 2 years. Kansa ilipatikana ikiwa stage 1, nikakuwa on denial for 2 years. Nikienda kurudi nikaambiwa kansa stage 3B. So hapo ndio nilikubali. Sasa nilijipeleka mimi mwenyewe, nikaenda nikafanyiwa operation na nikatolewa jicho na nikakubali. By the way, nikienda kufanyiwa operation sikujua kama nitapona. I was so prepared. I'm going to die. Because kitu cha kwanza ni cancer, kitu cha pili ni cancer stage 4. Stage 3B. So na sijaiona mtu yote amesurvive cancer. So kwa community kuna umuhimu sana watu waimizwe kuhusu maneno ya cancer, na wajue kansa inaweza tibiwa na inaweza pona, na kansa inaweza shika kiungo chochote cha mwili. Na baada ya kutibiwa kansa mpaka saizi nachukuanga dawa KNH, ile kitu imeniumiza sana. Navigation kwa community imekuwa ngumu, because kama ni community wale hawajasoma sana, wakisikia jina kansa, hata mzee anakuondokea, familia inakuondokea, na wakuondokea ati kwa sababu hawakupendi. Wanakuondokea kwa sababu watatumia resources zao zote na mwisho ukufe. So they believe utatibiwa na ukufe. So inakuwa ngumu. But kwa sababu tumejifunza na tumetembea na groups na cancer survivors, tumekuwa navigated enough ya kuweza kunavigate wale wengine na kuambia hata kama ni ngumu, push, songa mbele. Kwa sababu hiyo uoga pia ndio inafanya mtu unakuwa down. By the way, cancer iui on my side. Kitu inaua ni mental, ile
it's the mental
set your mind.
Okay, asante sana Leshao kwa hilo. Ningependa ku bring you in Mary. From everyone is, you know, the emotional torture that comes with it. How did you navigate that?
My name is Mary Mwangi, spine and breast cancer driver. This is my 7th and 9th year, and I'm happy to be here. So when I was diagnosed, it was not easy, because initially I was misdiagnosed. It was diagnosed as TB, spine TB, and I was put on treatment for 11 months. So even when it was diagnosed, it was cancer, spine cancer, I was sure even this one will not work. And that was a torture in my mind, knowing that you are taking treatment, but you are not getting well. Another thing which also brings mental challenge to cancer patient is even how the news are broken. Because I remember my first diagnosis, the doctor was like, now we are on another level. And so I didn't know what
Which
that,
level?
which
Yes.
level. You know, that one also builds your anxiety. You don't know which level you are. The second diagnosis that was blessed, also the doctors, when I went for my results, I was sure when it comes to the community, there is that toxic positivity, whereby everyone tells you, you'll be well, there is nothing, the results will be negative, there is nothing. Only for you to go and find the results are positive.
Yes.
And that one also throws you off the balance. So as Lesha was saying, that it is important for the community, for the society to be educated about cancer, because even there, some of them feel even saying the word cancer is like a taboo.
Yes.
You don't have to say. The other day we went to visit a patient, and the father was like, you people don't make cancer a callers.
Yes.
You know, and this is because they don't have that education.
Thank you very much. I'd like for you to hold on to your thoughts, Hapo. Daktari, she says that, you know, once you're told that there's, you know, cancer, your friends, everyone is telling you you'll be fine. She says it's toxic positivity. And sometimes I would say it's because we do not really know how to talk to someone who has cancer. You know, if a friend is breaking that news to you, how then should I communicate with them so that they feel I'm with them in that journey and I'm not just being falsely positive?
You know, at times as human beings, we might be short of words to tell such people. Cancer survivors, or even people who are going through loss itself, let's say. And we don't know, us just being there is support enough. We don't need to say anything. We don't need to, you know, act differently. Our support is just being there for them through this journey. Yeah, and at times we might say the wrong thing unknowingly, and we don't know how much it might affect, you know, this person.
Okay. Imelda, I'd love to bring you in. You're a counselor, and we are also on this note of toxic positivity. How should I talk to somebody? Would you advise me to, you know, talk to someone?
Cancer kwa society tumeiweka ni kama ni death sentence. So mtu anakuanga na woga sana. So wakati unakutana na mtu kama huyu, number one, amesha athirika kimawazo. Inabidi kwamba umemwongelesha na umetembea naye katika isafari, ndio akubali kwamba akona saratani. Na kwa wakati mwingi tunapokuwa kwa hizi support group, hatukujangi tu alafu tunaambia mtu we uko na we don't point it out that uko na cancer. Tunaambianga uko sawa, umepona, tutatembea na wewe na utakuwa sawa. Na ukipata mtu ambaye amekuja ameambiwa ako stage 4 na ameshakuwa na woga, tunamwambia wachana na maneno ya stage. Sisi vile umekuja hapa tunakuchukua vile ulivyo, tutatembea na wewe safari na tunaamini kwamba utafanya nini? Utapona.
In your experience, did anyone reaching out make you feel better? When, you know, someone reached out to you, be like, hey Joanne, how are you feeling today? Did it make you feel better?
Yes. Like when I was diagnosed, in those days, people were stigmatized and sometimes people will not talk about it. But I had a very supportive system, that is my family, that walked me through the journey. And I know, and I remember when they took me through the journey, I felt better. Sometimes I have family who will call, I'll have friends, like in church, I got a lot of support from my church. They prayed for me. They told me, now that you're sick, we are going to work with you. They used to come to visit me. I remember one day I was washing clothes, I was doing my house chores, and some member from my church came in. And I was very happy because I saw there was these people who cares for me. I felt better, and I had that fighting spirit, knowing that there are people who are here to support me.
Yes. Okay, Daktari, most of them have gone through this journey, being in a group or, you know, in a support group. And I'm wondering, how do these support groups really work? And how does it impact somebody who's on a cancer journey?
Nice. Being in a support group, you see they're all having similar experiences. Apart from the support they're getting from family and friends, no one really understands what they're going through. No, I can't say, I understand how you're feeling. I really don't.
Yes.
But being in that space where they have similar people with the same thoughts, you know, the same experiences, they're able to, oh, kumbe si mimi peke yangu. You know, I can relate with some of my peers.
Yes.
And it goes a long way.
And those are long gone. Okay, ningependa kukujumuisha Jacqueline. Once ulipata diagnosis yako, je, umejiunga na any support group?
Nimejiunga na support group. Hao ndo wamekuwa wakinipatia moyo. Juu kutoka niende hospitali niambiwe niko stage 3. Na hao ndo wamekuwa wakinipatia support. Nikajisikia mimi ni mtu. Hata nikienda hospitali watu wananiuliza umeleta nani? Nawaambia mimi ndo patient, wanasema hapana si wewe. So niko na furaha. Na kitu ingine challenge yenye napitia ni kutoka Oktoba mpaka saa hii juu nilikuwa na shida ya pesa kufanya hizo CT scan, MRI. So after nimeanza kwenda hospitali nianze treatment, tena nasikia mashine hazifanyi. Tena hiyo ndio kitu ingine tena nirudisha moyo wangu chini. Naanza kujiuliza maswali juu ile stage niliambiwa na saa hii mpaka saa hii nimekaa. Juu daktari aliniambia watanipigia simu, nikarudi huko tena wakaniambia watanipigia nisijali.
Okay, asante sana, and I do hope that you'd get the help that you need. Let me push this conversation to the side of caregivers, to you, Jackie. And do caregivers also need support groups? Because you are caring for someone who's undergoing a different journey from yourself. It affects you mentally sometimes. Do you guys have support groups also?
Me being a CHP, niko na hiyo, ninatembelea wagonjwa wengi kwa manyumba zao, na tunahitaji pia kukuwa na hiyo support group, although already tuko nayo. Sababu sio rahisi kutembelea hao wagonjwa na kutembea nao kuwaonyesha kwamba wahisi kama sisi, kama kuonyesha kwamba maisha ni kawaida. Kwa sababu kama hii ugonjwa ya saratani, watu wengi huwa walijua kwamba ugonjwa ya kansa ni ugonjwa ya matajiri. So saa hizi ugonjwa imekuja imekuwa ni ya kila mtu. Ambapo so ukienda kwa nyumba ya patient, unampata yeye anakuuliza, na kweli Jackie nitapona? Unamwambia yeye juu anaamini mimi ni daktari. Kwanza vile serikali ilisema sisi ndio level 1 hospital CHPs. So akikuona anafurahi. Anaona kwanza kweli Jackie nitapona. Unamwambia yes, utapona. Na mbona Mwangi aliuza gari yake akauza ploti ndio akapona? Mimi sina kitu yoyote. So a lot has to be done. Awareness, to create an awareness, tujitume, tuongeleshe community. Since I said my community is my business. Mi huamkia community, kuwaelimisha, kuongelesha na kuwapatia moyo na kuwaonyesha mahali wataenda, kama ni hospitali, kama ni hizo chemotherapies, kama ni kupimwa. Mama wengine hawajaijua ya kwamba kupimwa ni muhimu.
Yes.
Mi take my time na wafundisha na waambia kupimwa cervical cancer. Tuache anaificha uchi naye hazai.
Yes.
Sababu this thing is not private.
Yes. I love that
We do
statement. Asante sana, Jackie. And in 30 seconds, Daktari, is, the treatment of cancer a whole team's effort?
Yes, I think it should be a whole team effort. The oncologist, the nurses, psychologists, psychiatrists, just give this person holistic care.
Yes.
So that just, even for them to have adherence to treatment, they need all the support they can get, as well as the caregivers. It's not easy for them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asante sana, Daktari, for gracing our show today and being lovely and giving us your insights on some of the ways that we could keep well, even when someone is undergoing a journey, the cancer journey. And thank you very much to you, my audience, for the experiences and for sharing and some of the tips that you used to, cope in the cancer journey. And we are very much grateful for you. And thank you very much for you back at home for keeping it TV 47 on this episode that we were delving into mental wellness as well as stigma in the society associated with cancer. Do stay for more in our subsequent episodes, but thank you for keeping it TV 47 tonight. Good night.